This is Mike Dolce of the Rogue Wave podcast. Thrilled to be standing next to Jeff Anderson of Clerks fame. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm good, but I'm thrilled to be standing next to you.
I don't think my wife would agree. She's the only one that's allowed to stand next to me. No, it's great to meet you in person. I'm a big fan of the movie. I'm going to give you kind of the same question I gave Brian as well too. 30 years later, did you have any idea what you were getting into when you were filming the first Clerks?
Yes, we were filming Clerks. There were 6 of us in the room, and we were like, 30 years from now, people are going to look back on this film as just something special. That's totally sarcasm. No. What can you say? It is the craziest, wackiest thing to have been in that shitty store, shooting a shitty movie with shitty actors, and it still has legs. It is the craziest thing. So, no, I don't think any of us saw this coming. Maybe Kevin.
Where were you at the time before filming Clerks, and how did Kevin find you and bring you on board?
Actually, I went to high school with Kevin, so he and I graduated the same year, and that shitty little video store that was in the movie is where Kevin worked, and I would go there and rent movies. And I'd say, do you have that movie with that guy, that was in that? No, but that's where it started, and Kevin was actually working on the script in the store. So that's when he and I first started talking about it. I had no intentions of being in it. My friend was actually originally cast as Dante, so I went to the auditions just to bust my friend's balls, and I did. And he was like, well, I don't see you auditioning. So I got up and auditioned. I got the part. He did not.
Are you still friends?
It took a while, but yeah, we're back to friends. There was a few years in there where it was pretty silent.
Dante gets to say probably some of the coolest things. Brian's character is necessary and is lovable in his own way, but Dante obviously, tends to steal scenes. How much of that was ad-libbed? How much of that was part of Kevin's dialogue, and how much of it was your own personality?
For the original Clerks, like I said, I wasn't an actor, so I wasn't straying from the script. I mean, you could probably follow the script along with my dialogue, and there's not one word that I transposed or missed. So for me personally, that first film was not collaborative. I did not wander off the page. I stayed with the page. We just shot Clerks 3, and that by far, it started happening in Clerks 2 where we felt a little more comfortable. We kind of knew these characters. We had done the animated show at that point, so we gotten a little better, and Kevin let us go a little further with it. But Clerks 3 was definitely the script that we had the most input with.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It'll probably be the worst movie of the whole series.
No. Let's think positive. Being that you didn't set out to become an actor at first, do you look back on your life? What is it that you originally intended to do?
Actually, at the time that we were filming Clerks, I was going to school for architecture and design. I knew at the time I did not want to do that, but I just needed some kind of career. So when I acted and the movie came out, I was going to say that it made me rethink my career, but it didn't make me rethink it in terms of being an actor. But I did move to L.A. because L.A. is better than Jersey. Oh, shit. Here comes the fan mail. This is why I'm not on the internet.
Well, it's a good thing. Speaking of the internet, that's part of the allure of Clerks, right? Part of the allure of Clerks is actually the community that kind of comes along with it. And you have had the support of that community. How does that feel? The support of the community, yeah.
I kind of shied away from this stuff and was sort of didn't really embrace, the public or anything very much. And I guess when I decided to do Clerks 3, it was just like I decided to be all in. So I started doing the cons here, and it's amazing, getting out and meeting people and hearing how much the movie means to them. And like I said, it is the most mind-bending thing to be in, a place like this with all these people, and they're all just super nice, and it is fun to get their feedback and get their take on the movie and stuff. It's quite incredible.
Last question, what franchise or what feature role would you love to be a part of?
The Evil Dead franchise. That's the one I would do. Woo!
I like that answer a lot.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much again. It has been a thrill to meet you guys. you guys were, it was an underground tape, kind of thing where it was like, you got to watch this movie, and it was a real treat. So I thank you so much. Oh yeah, we're doing that. I don't know what we're doing anymore. This has been Mike Dolce of the Rogue Wave Podcast, live from Fan Expo Philly. Thank you guys. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Rogue Wave Podcast. Again, so excited to have done those interviews. Just because, again, these are two gentlemen that Clerks is one of my favorite movies of all time. To chronologically say that correctly, or grammatically, and to be able to sit and actually interview them. The funny thing is, we have a lovely editing department, but the the interview with Jeff Anderson at some point, because I was doing it solo. I have the camera on a tripod, and the tripod decided to go whoop. And there is actual footage of him starting to answer a question and turning his head as he does it. But we edited that out. If you go to the Rogue Matter app and download it, maybe we'll put the uncut interview in there at some point as exclusive material, so you get to see my visible frustration that I finally get to interview. I don't want to call him a hero. That's too strong of a word, but I adored that character, and to to interview that actor was a real treat for me. So you could visibly see me going I sounded like Casey Jones in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when he was mocking
little Primatine will clear that up.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe we'll release that as bonus content at one time. But I hope you enjoyed the interviews. Tune in next week. Hi guys, Mike Dolce here from the Rogue Wave Podcast. If you like this video, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps us out. Leave a comment, let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes, and tune in every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for a brand new episode of the Rogue Wave Podcast.